Hello guys, welcome to TradeSmart. My name is Shiva. I'm a trader for the last 7 years, and today in this video we're going to cover Nifty what's next. So we're going to figure out what's going to happen for Nifty as the name suggests. So there are two things here. We recently had a crash. So we're going to first predict a crash. How did we predict the crash? How did we anticipate that? And after that we're going to discuss why did the Nifty stop at a particular point, and from there where is Nifty heading. Let's look at that. So friends, we saw one difference here in the daily chart. For Nifty, this is the daily chart. We're using only the candlesticks and the RSI. So you see friends here, I have marked two arrows, which shows the price is making new highs. Whereas there's one difference here. Look at the RSI here. Here, when the price was at 11,317, the RSI was 72.18. Then price went up to 11,631. In fact, it made a high of 686. But look at the RSI. It's exactly at 71.66. So from 72.18, it came to 71.16. So there's a 1% difference, downward difference in the RSI, whereas the market is making new highs. So this phenomena, friends, is called as a divergence, the RSI divergence, where the price will keep going up, making new highs, whereas the RSI will go sideways or slightly downwards. So let me explain the RSI phenomena to you. So how it works is, let's assume that you're driving a car at the speed of 120 kilometers. And after 1 kilometer, you have to take a U-turn. So the first thing that you're going to do is reduce the speed. The same way, when the market gives us a hint whenever in near future, if it has to take a U-turn from upward to downwards, it will reduce the speed. The same thing happened here. So we got an initial hint from here that the market might go down from here. There was a small 400 to 500 points crash here. We were looking at it, but we did not go with the confirmation right away. We went to the weekly chart to confirm, to see what's happening. So friends, we already have a trend lines drawn on the weekly chart, and this was the COVID crash. If you actually look at this, even this crash we were able to predict with the help of RSI divergence. So this point to this point, the market went up, whereas if you look at the RSI from this point to this point, so when the market was at 11,700, RSI is at 77. But when the market came to 12,000 change, 12,280, the RSI, as you can see, is only 67, 10 points difference, and such a big crash. This was a COVID crash. It gave a small shooting star here for 2 weeks and then a big crash. And we actually waited for this trend line to break. After this trend line broke, we took the trade. So after this, we had a V-shaped recovery thanks to Reliance and many of the IT stocks, which pulled the market back up, and also the pharma stocks. So we waited, and we have seen on the daily chart this fall. After that, there's a small bounce here, and then you see we waited for this particular candle. The trend line was broken, and when we were short here, look at this candle, friends. This is kind of a doji. We call it shooting star. After this, for the next 4 sessions, market was completely downwards, and it paused here at 10,785. It actually showing us 10,800 here, but it went to 10,785, the low on that day. So friends, there's one more important thing here. So this was a crash we predicted. Why did the market stop here? Why not at the 20 moving average? Let's look 20 moving average. This is 9, we have to change it to 20. This is the 20 moving average. Sorry guys. Yeah, 20 moving average was here, 10,681, but 100 points above that it closed. Here. So let's see, why did the market stop here? We'll remove these trend lines. We no longer need them. Or let's keep it. So we will use the Fibonacci retracement. Market from here, it went all the way up till here. So guys, as you can see, it took the support exactly here, 10,795. From there, we have seen a small bounce on the next day, on the Friday. And then on the Monday, there was a huge gap up opening. And this was basically because of US markets moving up. So the market has come to some good levels. Let's see where is the market right now. So now this is something which is done. We are interested in what's going to happen with the market. So now we will draw Fibonacci chart on the weekly to see how far did the bounce work. Oh, forgot to tell you about this one, sorry. So from here it went all the way up till here. This is a Fibonacci level, but this is kind of a false level which will not hold for long. So here we had a very good movement in the US market which boosted our market as well. It went up. So now we'll figure out where is the market heading to. Is it upwards from here or down? If it's going up, how far can it go? Let's see. So this recent move was from here till here. We use the Fibonacci chart for this. Let's look at the Fibonacci levels. As you can see guys, 11,405. Let's see, a little bit downwards, and here it's perfect. Yeah, 11,410 was a very strong resistance here. The market on Thursday tried nearly 4 to 5 or many number of times but could not break this. It closed at 11,416. It went to 424 and 428 as well, but could not sustain that levels, because on the weekly chart you can see this is the level 0.618. We also call it 61.8. So this is like a golden ratio in the Fibonacci market sentiment things. So it took resistance here, could not breach this one. Let's look at the daily chart here. The same thing, it stopped here, 11,417. Let's see how does the Fibonacci look on the daily chart. Exactly 416 on the daily chart, it took support. It could not breach this. So there are only two things now. If the market can go up, there is a lower probability of market going up from here because this is a very strong level. This is 786 on the daily chart, but on the weekly chart it's at 0.618, which is a very strong resistance zone. If it breaches, we can see 11,575 and 11,787 before the end of October itself, if it breaches upside. If not, if it is coming down, I'll tell you to which level it will come down to and take support. So we'll come back to the weekly chart again. So from here the market went up till here. So friends, if the market is coming down now, so Monday's opening is very crucial. So from here the market comes down. First it has supported this level, the recent low of 10,780, 785, sorry. Then after that, on the weekly chart, we have to look for the 20 moving average. It is at the same place. So 20 moving average should hold. In case if that doesn't hold, there's one trend line here, somewhere around 10,550, and if that fails, it will come all the way down to 10,140. So 10,140 is what we're expecting the market in case if it breaches. Upside, we are not that bullish. Even if it goes up and even up till 11,600, it has to breach 11,800 with force. Only then we can expect a very good move towards 12,000. But mostly we're expecting the market to crash after the weekly chart has broken the trend line and give us a hint that market is going down. We expect at least 3 to 4 weeks of downward movement. This is just a bounce. We're expecting the market to go down. So when it goes down, very important level is this one, 0.382. We're expecting the market will not go below this because unlike this crash, we don't have so much bad news. Here, there was lockdown in many countries, everything was closed. But here, that's not the case. The only kind of critical issue that's going on is like issue tension between India and China at the border. Apart from that, not much is happening. So we strongly believe this level should hold for that. So friends, let me review. The next levels are 10,600 on the upwards. If it breaks 10,000, my bad, 11,600 and 11,800. If it's not able to breach this level, then we will see this level first, 10,780. Then that's a moving average. If it breaches that, this trend line, 10,520, and finally 10,150. So so friends, if you have any kind of mutual funds and if you're thinking about putting your money, I would say wait. If it comes down to this level, you can enter, add money to your mutual funds or take a position. You will get much better price here. So this was my review on the Nifty. What's gonna happen next? Right friends, this was my review and I request you to please like, subscribe and share my channel, the video as well. And also I'd like to click on the bell icon so that you get notifications about new videos that I post. So we're going to start very soon adding more and more videos. And why should you subscribe to my channel? Here is the answer. This series, this kind of videos, Nifty What's Next, will continue. So we will, at the beginning, we'll do it on a monthly basis and slowly will come down to fortnight, once in 2 weeks. And also whenever we find there might be some kind of big move in the market, we'll make a video. And also next week, we're going to start the Bank Nifty What's Next series. So if you want to get that updates, the levels for Bank Nifty as well, you can subscribe to our channel. And friends, the levels I've discussed is going to be very strong. So just have to wait what happens on Monday and accordingly you can take the trade. And also we're going to cover future many more topics in our channel. Also very soon we're going to launch a website for TradeSmart and we're going to put many more videos, articles, blogs on different trading strategies. We have actually prepared the content. We are already using those strategies. So to prepare that video and in a simplest form so that even a layman can understand, we are preparing in the process of preparing all those videos. Almost 40 to 50% of the work is done. And it's almost like maybe a couple of weeks, we'll be putting more and more videos on this channel. So they include scalping, intraday, BTST, short-term, positional trade, and even for the long-term as well. So these are our plans. Also, we're going to make many more videos on the below topics as well. Magic of compounding, review of various mutual funds. So one of my team is already in the process. They probably will come up with the final presentation in maybe a week or so. Then we're going to review some top mutual funds in the market. And when the market comes to 10,150 zones, before that, by the time, we will put out a video stating which are the mutual funds which are better for you to invest. And also, there's one more thing here. The last time that we see, it's in a pipeline process wherein we're going to provide you videos and information about startups and also various government schemes that help startups. And also, we're also collecting data about various investment firms, kind of angel investors who are looking for good ideas to invest in. So friends, if you think you have some kind of such idea, please do subscribe to our channel, and whenever we make that video, you will get all the details which will be helpful to you. So please subscribe to my channel, like, share this video. Jai Hind.